Okay, in this week, we're looking at teaching, learning, and research. Now, nurses were teachers, right? People get diagnoses, things happen to them, and as nurses, we teach them anything from wound care to diabetic education. Maybe they have to inject insulin. More and more, we do teaching because people are going home and doing things for themselves at home, or a loved one, or someone who takes care of them, or doing things for them. So we teach them how to do those things. And so we don't just teach them how to do those things haphazardly. So you're going to learn about teaching and learning, and it's one of the major objectives of this course. So here is the teaching and learning module. This is a nursing article you're going to read for part of your homework. This is the article that our author actually wrote and published based on her findings with the elevated lead in the drinking water. These are just some examples of landmark research studies. They're just here for you to look at. So I want you to think about health literacy. I want you to watch this video. It's about 12 minutes long, I think. And then here's some literacy facts, because you're going to have to keep those things in mind. So the teaching and learning assessment, you're going to use that same cryptosporidium case study that we used last week with all your highlighted data on it. Okay, so you're going to open this up, and this looks a little bit different than your care plan, but it's the same sort of principle. So your population is going to be the college students, right, at Georgia University. You're going to connect this to a Healthy People 2020 goal. You should be able to find one. And what is your overall teaching objective? Oh boy, can you even see this? I don't know if you can see that. So let's try it again. I don't want to rewind and do this again. You don't know how many of these I've been creating for this summer. Okay, so you want to put your overall population in here, the Georgia students, college students. Find a Healthy People 2020 objective. And what is your overall outcome? What is it you want the students to learn? All right, so you're going to put your outcome here, whatever it is. So I am doing something about safety, road safety. And so my overall outcome is that the children in Mrs. Smith's 5th grade class will look left and right and left again when crossing the street at the corner, right? So that's a SMART goal. My timeline, so I'm going to show them a video, an animated video, and that video's 5 minutes. And then I'm going to take them outside in groups of 3 and demonstrate how to cross the street. And then the students are going to do a teach back and cross the street with me. My learning strategies would be children react to animation, kids learn by doing kinetically, cognitive behavioral, something like that. And then my evidence, especially for you guys, I would highly encourage you to use the module, right? The module, the teaching and learning module. So I would look up how school-age children learn and support what I have decided. And how would I know that the kids could cross the street? They would have demonstrated it to me, remember? So the children will be able to demonstrate crossing the street safely after attending my in-service on how to cross the street. All right, now I made that all up off the top of my head, but you want to use Module 41 because it will explain all of this to you. And if you have the great big books, this is in Volume 2, but here it is for you, right? So I talked about, so here's some things about nurses as teachers and learners. And so communication is a concept, culture development, safety. There we go. Knowledge of safety practices can help both patients and healthcare personnel avoid accidents. So there's a compliance issue, there's some characteristics, there's some learning theories. All of this is social learning theory says that you can instruct from observing behavior. So remember, modeling, that would have been my rationale. I was going to model to them how to cross the street, and they were going to be able to show me how to cross the street. I talked about I always want to say kinesiology, it isn't it. Movement, right? Kinesthetic learning is an area of intelligence. So that is what you're going to use to help you in these areas. My learning strategies. My learning strategy was modeling, and my learning strategy was the movement one that I can't say because I'm the teacher and I should be able to do that. And then I could cite that article, right? Because that's where I got that information, right? And then they could do demonstration, or they could do that, they could tell you, you could do a survey, whatever it is you want to do. But that is an example of how you do that. We're in week 4. Oops. Okay, don't do any of that. It's because I'm, all right. So after you've completed that, okay, one more thing about that. If you turn it in and have to redo part of it, don't feel badly. All right. This is one of the major deliverables for this course. So if you have to do it a few times, that's okay. I just want it to be right. All right. Then the other assignment is based on the article. So watch this video on research and evidence-based practice and the article that our author wrote, and then I want you to answer these questions. Okay. And that, it's a very big week in our course, but that is the deliverables for this week. All right, thanks.